bottles broken in here and everything. Definitely not.
When it comes to haunted locations, we think of the usual battlegrounds, hospitals, cemeteries, places where a bunch of people have died. But what about animals? Today, we're outside of the old Los Angeles Zoo, asking the question, can animals haunt places? Is there an afterlife for animals? Are the reports of noises being held here accurate? We'll find out.
In 1912, the first zoo of Los Angeles opened. However, at this time, it was not called the Los Angeles Zoo. It was called the Griffith Park Zoo, due to where it was located. The first animals here included bobcats, wolves, bears, and deer. There were only 15 animals in total. This was mainly due to how small the zoo was. They had to use stockades as enclosures for the animals, which definitely was not appropriate given their size and the fact that they were wild animals after all. Going along with this, the budget of the zoo was only $2,000, which may seem like it's a significant amount considering the time period. However, even back then, this is a very small amount of money to open an entire zoo. The zoo's small budget was only the beginning of their problems, however. After just 4 years of the zoo being open, they were already shrouded in controversy. It was discovered that raw sewage was leaking from the zoo into the LA River, and thus the zoo faced possible closure from the Department of Health of Los Angeles County. During World War I, a meat shortage struck and city council, citing budget restraints, denied the zoo's request for beef for their large cats, instead providing the zoo with horse meat, ultimately resulting in the deaths of many big cats, including a majority of their lions. Other mistreatment of animals and mild catastrophes kept occurring as the years went on, but in spite of all this, the zoo for years was relatively successful since it was free. Los Angeles being a major metropolitan city, and Griffith Park being the only zoo, brought in 2 million visitors annually. However, many Los Angeles residents and visitors criticized the poor conditions of the zoo and the quality of life the animals were receiving. For instance, the original zoo started with just 15 animals, but by 1950, they had over 1,000 animals that were living in overcrowded spaces. With the city seeing a possibility to make some income and also to appease public concern, they decided to pass a motion to grant an $8 million bond to build a new zoo, now titled the LA Zoo, that can be found today in Los Angeles, a mile and a half from the original LA Zoo that was eventually closed after this decision was reached. It officially closed in November of 1966 when all animals relocated to the present-day LA Zoo. Today the site is a semi-popular tourist attraction and hiking trail that allows visitors to walk around artificial caves and iron cages where mighty beasts once roared. A scene from the famous comedy movie Anchorman: Legend of Tom Burgundy was even filmed here. Now, there's still a whole nother aspect of the zoo we haven't even covered yet, and that's the haunted factor. It has been reported that you can still hear the noises of animals at LA Zoo today, the same ones that unfortunately lost their lives due to the city's neglect. Many of those who visit at night have claimed to hear growls or roars within the old LA Zoo. Some have reported seeing flashes of large animals and feel as though they are being stalked by looming shadows once inside the abandoned cages. I have to ask myself though, are these noises they're hearing just from the present LA Zoo? Let's go and find out for ourselves.
It's crazy to think that where I'm walking right now may have been the same place that a polar bear or a lion or some type of large animal was being held. It's pretty crazy to think about. As you can tell, a lot of people have came here over the years doing graffiti and, just exploring the place, but it's still kind of surreal to think about. Even right here, we're still kind of at the front part where you first come in, but this is where people would have came through, would have looked through the cages,
back at the animals, as you can tell by the big metal gates here, and then inside you have the cages, you know, so would have seen some animals in there. It's pretty weird to see now with nothing in there, but it's probably for the better considering how small these cages look. These animals aren't really living in the best of conditions. One thing I was wondering is if people are hearing the noises from the current zoo all the way over here and confusing it. So I think I mentioned it earlier, but a lot of people use this as a current hiking trail. You know, there's a lot of hiking trails in LA, but this one is particularly popular because, you know, you get to hike through here, look at like relics of the past from an abandoned zoo. As we come up here on another cage, it looks like. But pretty interesting to think about the dichotomy of this whole area, you know, of like what it once used to be. You see here, looks like they had some type of little metal grating or something, try to stop people from coming in here. Let's go in here and see. Gotta duck a little. I am rather large. I mean, just look at how small this space is, guys. I mean, I'm like 6'1". My head's fucking hitting the top of the cage, so these are really small enclosures. It's pretty depressing to think an animal would have been living inside of here. Probably not even by itself, by a bunch of other animals. But yeah, I guess that's a good thing it's not open anymore. You can thank LA County for that. Let's get out of here and explore a little more of the area. Just seen some type of animal running over there. Obviously not a ghost, but let's see if we'll see it come up again if I take a couple steps or something. This is just birds. There's a lot of birds in here. I'm not sure what it was. I think it was a cat or something. Listen to this, guys. Tell me if you heard this when you're walking around at night, you wouldn't think someone was screaming or something. Come on, don't be shy now, guys. There you go. This group of girls just passed me and told me there's a coyote over here. I think that's why they turned back. I think we found the coyote. Pretty sure it's over there moving around. Thank you, Al. There's a coyote friends up there. Oh, there you go. Sounds like there's a couple. Oh shit. That was. Damn, that's pretty close to me. So as you guys can see, way different vibe than during the day. Super dark, you can't see anything. Let's light this up. So you see, it's that same area we were walking around before, but it's pitch black now, so pretty interesting. You see the cave openings right there. You know, some caves over there. We're gonna stay around this area for a bit. Apparently this is the place where people hear the most noise, and see what happens. It's gonna sound weird, but I swear there's like a... Okay, well there's Shrek. That's awesome. Great. Anyway, I swear there's like a smell. Like it still smells like animals in here. It's pretty odd. I don't know how else to describe it. Yeah, we'll sit here for a little. I'll turn the camera off and see if anything happens. But yeah, pretty ominous vibe at night. I mean, even just look at these tables at night, man. It's pretty fucking creepy, you know, regardless of the graffiti. You know, you're walking around yourself here at like 11 p.m. at night, complete darkness, by yourself. You can see why someone could be afraid or think they're hearing things.
think right here is a good little spot to sit down and maybe see if we can hear something or talk to something. If there are any spirits here, animals or otherwise, please make your presence known. Not really getting anything right now. I will say it feels way colder in here than the other cage or cave thing we were in, which is a little interesting because apparently this cave is called the Suicide Cave, and this is where people see or hear things the most, is this specific one. Another thing too is there's a lot of foot traffic in here earlier, man. There's not a lot now. All the people who I see coming up here are coming up to use the trail that you guys see me walking on earlier, which makes sense, you know, it's a nice trail, it's relatively easy, but in terms of like the actual caves and stuff, there were other people down here earlier. You might have seen them in the video. There's like no one down here now. It's like literally just me. And I mean, I get like, you know, I can show you guys, you know, like the parking lot and stuff really isn't super far away, but you know, this is the spot where people say like the crazy haunted stuff is happening. So I don't know, man, I'm here by myself. If something happens, I feel like it should happen to me. You know, haunted or not, man, you cannot say this place isn't fucking creepy. I mean, look up there at that. That's... maybe we can see if we see something. I don't think so. You know, haunted or not, man. You know, haunted or not. You can see some fucking idiots when you're drinking. Left their beer bottles broken in here and everything. Definitely not the type of people should be coming to the cave. Left their beer bottles broken in here and everything. We got another little nice rock to sit on right here, so we're gonna try one more time, see if we can make anything happen. Oh, well, the camera's starting to get a little blurry. That's weird. Interesting. If there are any spirits in here, please make your presence known. That's a car. Yeah, scariest thing here so far is the traffic on the way to get here. Kind of seems like we're not going to get any type of response. So, just to show you guys I wasn't bullshitting, there's my car. There's literally no other cars over here. This whole thing, from there all the way to over there, had cars when I was here earlier during the day. I was the only one over here. But, yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know what to say. I feel like the fact I didn't see anything kind of speaks for itself. I guess I look pretty dumb insinuating that nothing happened then. As you guys seen, you know,
I don't know, dude. What am I supposed to say, bro? I go to a haunted zoo and I have like some crazy roaring sound on camera, but yeah, it's pretty rewarding, man. Because, dude, like, I go to these places sometimes and I feel really dejected. I'm like, man, I don't think I have good content. I don't think like I got enough stuff, dude. I don't know what else I'm supposed to do. You guys can tell it's not fake either. I literally left the video off, or I was going to leave the video off, like, yeah, I guess it's not haunted. That's what it is. I came here. I don't know what else to do. But yeah, man, sick. I'm excited to go to the next place now, dude. Yeah, I don't want to encourage any of you guys to go out and do stuff like this if you don't like to, but the feeling of like capturing something on film and then not realizing it until you go back later is like so rewarding and so cool. But yeah, man, thank you guys for all the support. I'll keep putting out banger videos like this one, and remember, they are with us.